Hi guys, it's Sarah with Grassroots Evolution, and this is your monthly reading for the sign of Aquarius. So welcome guys. I apologize that it is late, but I feel like your message is nonetheless important. And I just want to say, remember that it is a general reading, so take the pieces are for you, what resonates. Don't force it. Go about your day normally, right? And no matter what the guidance that we get, it's still up to you guys and your active free will, meaning that it's up to the choices you make and the steps you take to see what the world you want to look like, right? What's your fulfillment, your final fulfillment, your star, what's your wish? You have the power to manifest that stuff into fruition. So before I get too far, I wanted to also say through the pre-shuffle, I was getting a lot of scattered energy, and I feel like this could be you, this could be someone you're dealing with, but we are also, I just want to remind you, in Mercury retrograde, and I'm a Gemini, so my ruling planet is Mercury, and it's taken a long time for me to, and I will not say I have mastered it, but to come to the point of work with it, use it. So this is rethinking often, reworking, reconsidering, anything in the past, I'd say 3 months since our last Mercury retrograde, anything that you've come to rethink, or any questions that you have, anything like that, where any fill in the blanks here kind of stuff, any miscommunications, now's the time to maybe put them on the line and look at them a little more clearly. But I definitely felt scattered energy, so I wanted to, and I was being guided even to come in. I usually don't call Archangel Michael in, honestly, for my shuffles, my pre-shuffles. I do it when I'm on camera with you guys, but today I was guided to do it beforehand, and he's already popping messages in here. So I'm just going to ask Archangel Michael one more time to guard, guide, bless, protect this reading, as well as any of you who would ask for it. Know that he is here, and so is any of your, your spirit guides that you would need, and your guardian angels. And if you want them in your life, just ask, guys. I'm going to ask my team of light to hop in now and use me as the clearest channel for any of you watching. And know that if at the end of this you feel it's resonated with your soul in some way, we've touched your soul, me and spirit here, I would love it if you would join my channel, hit subscribe, and come along the journey with me. And if you've been with me for a while, guys, thank you so much for continuing. So I'm right away going to bring you a message from the Steampunk Tarot by Barbara Moore. As I was shuffling this bad boy, it was so ready to talk, and it was very specific on how it wanted me to be shuffling it. So it is definitely clear here. So I'm going to ask Spirit for the sign of Aquarius. What is the overarching energy for the remainder of March? Thank you. So on the bottom of the deck is the Eight of Cups. So we'll keep that Eight of Cups out. And the moon energy was under there with the Page of Swords and the Knight of Cups. So we'll see if that stuff comes back out though. We have the Two of Swords here, and I'm being drawn again to the moon, and again, so the moon is important here. There's a full moon coming up. It could be whatever that full moon, the next full moon, could be your timing card as well, guys. Just to be aware, but the moon is in the Eight of Cups and in the Two of Swords, and this is a blindfolded decision. But there is so much power at your feet here, okay? So much power to whatever decision you make. It's clearly done, and you are connected to the divine and connected to your intuition and grounded. And when we have this grounded connection through your crown and through your feet, if you see the daybreak back here, there's no telling what's possible and the power, the absolute power that you have. So I feel like whatever the decision here for you is, there's a lot of power in the choice that you have, and that is definitely how I feel Grassroots Evolution is. What is your point? What can you do to bring your fulfillment? Well, funny enough, the Ten of Cups is here, and this is your fulfillment. This is happy and loving, and I'm feeling like with the Two of Swords, you're going to be choosing to be loving. And I say that because we have the Five of Swords that come out in the reverse. In the upright, they're putting the nails in the coffin, right? This person's dead, and they killing them some more. We're getting out of that kind of mentality, I feel like. Leaving, and I'm hearing bygones are being bygones. And the Eight of Cups is knowing the formula for your happiness means not taking everything else so personally, means making the decisions that are right for you. And the cups are all out here lined up, right? And it's like, well, they're on the outside, but the inner vault is what's really important. What do you hold on to? What do you leave? And I heard belief systems too. Like, you could have had some false belief systems about what true contentment was really to you. And sometimes it takes a lot of heartbreak for us to see the fallacies, right? To see what we've been believing for a long time. And it takes a lot of guts, in my opinion, to rethink the truth. To see a truth that you've held on so dearly, and then to keep an open mind and be open to new possibilities and information coming. That is a true warrior. But I'm hearing wellspring. When you can do this, when you can let bygones be bygones and make that active choice. And this could even be you're using your intuition a lot with the moon here. And I'm going to pull out the moon card because I feel like the moon was super important. And illusion versus reality, right? What is illusion versus reality? I'm hearing Streetcar Named Desire, so the really old one with Marlon Brando, and I don't remember the woman's name, so bad me. But really cool movie, but also really important about, looking at the illusion of love and what someone may look at it as, but in all of its niceties and its pleasantries and this illusion in front. But right down to the nitty-gritty and the meaty, love is something different than often we tell ourselves. Okay, that's just what spirits come through. So I'm going to get a little more clarification and see where we go from there. So spirits, what else would you like me to know about this moon? Thank you. Okay, so the Ace of Wands in reverse. But when I see this Ace of Wands, I'm going to flip it over. I'm being drawn to the 4 candles, which is the 11 of 11. But they're also at different heights and different stages. And this is shiny, bright, and I'm also being guided to the clouds in the background. So it could be, like I was saying, the illusion versus reality. That the illusion here is what needs to be sliced through for someone to know their power, and even your power to be able to cut through the crap, right? To be able to cut through the illusion. So there is an endeavor here. There is this brand new torch, right? Being raised, but until you can cut through the illusions, it's not going to come into fruition. We have the Ace of Swords on the bottom though, with Temperance. Chariot in the reverse, but we'll see what happens there. If it comes out more. I feel like with the Ace of Wands in the reverse, it's definitely a delay into what you want, because again, we have the Two of Swords and then the Ace of Swords after. Once this decision is made to see that there could have been some illusions and you're trying to get out of the mental conflict with that and really move on. And I heard open your heart up. Also comes with balance and temperance. Standing in your own 2 feet, 1 foot on land, 1 foot on water, and allowing this energy to flow in infinite cycles, and also being connected up here at the spirit. Knowing wings raised wide open. So bringing balance, being connected with heaven and earth, and being balanced in your emotional space. Right, like I said, again, you know the formula. You're working out the formula. So all the old illusionary ways and old outdated ways of thinking about your happiness, and I'm hearing feeling it lies without you, outside of you. That's an illusion. That's an illusion to keep you down, honey. And I want you guys to love yourself fully and on your own terms, not what society or someone else tells you is love and tells you is worthy, because right, the new clarity I feel like is coming first and foremost is this is you being like, you know what, I don't want nothing unless it's going to be balanced. I don't want, a new start. I don't want just passion here if there's going to be constant fighting, right? This is the lessons we learn with our heart over time. And I feel like, you know, this situation this week is like growing up from all that. And I'm not saying any of you are immature or anything like that. This could be even looking back and rethinking some of your old, and I heard mistakes, but I'm not going to say mistakes because it's the old choices we've made in love or the things that have happened to us. And I say use those, you know, those wounds are like your tiger stripes. You earned them, and allow them to transform you into a fierce person, right? Not, I heard cunning alley cat. You may know some tomcat here that if this is a situation that the Ace of Wands is being offered to you. But take what resonates again. But I feel like once this decision to cut through illusion and see things for the true beauty and see things for what they are and accept or deny accordingly, this is a brand new thought and vision for yourself. And with our thoughts, there's power. There is so much power because our thoughts are magnetic, and we call in how we feel about ourselves, how we talk about ourselves, what we think we're worth. We find ways to call that in. So I'm saying bring yourself to a new clarity and no longer accept what is not worthy of you, and move forward in your own life. And I'm hearing femininity, divine femininity, like you are connected to spirit and you are able to maybe in your mental space, this is using your third eye to see through what it may look like on the surface. Okay, and I'm hearing multi-dimensionality as well. Okay, so with... okay. Also, the illusions of projected thoughts or behaviors other people may be putting on you. Okay, like it had come up before in this reading about, you know, the illusion versus reality, and what are we feeding ourselves, what are we telling us, what do we believe to be true. Well, these lights come up, if they're from bad bat signal kind of shit, sorry guys, but if the signal is of poor quality, what are they luring you here for? They're illuminating the moon, yes, but it's of artificial intelligence. And be really mindful here of what you hold to believe as your truth, right? Like I had said about what you hold to be your truth about love. Balancing yourself out so that temperance comes in, temperance stays, and temperance gives you a brand new clarity of thought that you are manifesting for your highest good, and you have the tools once you can maintain that clarity of thought first on you see your worth, right? And if this subpar offer or energy comes into your midst, you're going, as if, right? Get out of here. So loving ourselves first. And I also was really guided to bring the romance angels in. So I am going to pull a romance angel card right now. We have like I said, the bottom of the deck is the Chariot in the reverse. And you guys need to get, I feel like, we're going to get one more message. Last message, please, Spirit. Because I don't like that Chariot in reverse. There will be no movement until you come to balance within your own mental space, though. And so that had more to say. We have the Five of Pentacles and the Hermit. So like I said, needing to come to balance within your mental space, removing yourself from these paradigms that tell you that you are lacking in any way, and being out in the cold, and having found the knowledge within yourself and finding the energy to overlook and see above the fog and see above the clouds and the scattered energy, and know that you hold the power. This is your knowledge here, okay? With that power, again, of the Ace of Swords and of the Two of Swords. And this is knowledge is power. Knowledge that you're not lacking or unworthy. The Fool of reverse, the Six of Wands in the reverse, and the Nine of Pentacles in the reverse, because I should have just taken the Chariot in reverse, is that, yes, you want to take a movement, this leap of faith. It's been a long time. It's been a point where with the Hawk, you may want to swoop in, but you've had to learn patience, and you know victory is here, but there's still times where I think with the Hermit and the Five of Cups here, this decision maybe takes some introspection and some alone time. So Archangel Gabriel quickly first, and then our romance angels. Spirit, can you give me a few cards about how can anyone watching come to this brand new clarity of thought and make this decision with the Two of Swords? Please. Let's say 3 cards tops. Thank you. 2, 3. Why, thank you, Spirit. Bottom of the deck is vulnerability. So this is being vulnerable to learn that. You have to be vulnerable to what you think and feel to be able to learn this formula for what's for you and what's not for you. And as you're struggling through this illusion versus reality kind of thing, or this scattered energy, listen to your vulnerable feelings as they contain wisdom and inspiration, and then pray for strength to focus on your priorities no matter what. So you keep doing you amongst your decisions. You still have things to do. You still have you to be you, right? And balancing ourselves means that you need to be vulnerable to how you feel around certain people, is what I'm hearing, around certain energies, around certain ideas, so that if it makes you feel unbalanced, that can be something you say, no thanks, not for me, walking away, right? I see things differently now. So we have confidence in your creations, have confidence once you work through this, have confidence in your decisions. Trust in the power of God's creativity, which is being manifested through you. Agent or manager, some of you may have a singing career. If you do, get a new manager is what I'm hearing, or maybe time to get a manager, get someone who, if this is a kind of business partnership, or maybe even getting a relationship or spiritual coach, if that is something here, is somebody to work. Your work expands its reach as you partner with professionals who can help you. Okay, so having confidence, this could also be if it's a business partnership, depending on how the situation is and the decisions you're making. Ask people around you or professionals for help, okay? Retreat. To block out distractions, spend some quiet time alone so that you can focus on your priorities. And that the Hermit came out, right? The Hermit with the Five of Pentacles. And the Five of Swords was here in the reverse at the beginning too, right? So getting out of mental conflict and removing yourself of this lack mentality and that illusion that you were anything less than worthy. And we will ask the romance angels now. Spirit, what message do you have? What message do you have for anyone watching? I'm hearing not time yet. Okay. I'm going to get a Psychic Tarot Oracle by John Holland. A little bit of clarification on here for Aquarius, March 2019. Tell you about have faith in your creations, please. Trust and power. So trust that God's power is being manifested through you as you make these decisions. Okay. I'm hearing again the illusion versus reality, which is your obstacles. So we have obstacles and challenges here, which, and the universe. And this is the universe and cosmic energies and cosmic rays. And I'm also hearing the sun. And we've been going through some solar storms in the last couple days and week. But some of you may be feeling some challenges and obstacles on a very physical level is what I'm hearing here. I just pulled a spiritual union. Like it was literally on the top and it kind of flipped over. So some of you could be dealing with a spiritual union here. And some of the obstacles and challenges in front of you is, again, this what is real and what is not real. Because you know you have the strength to jump over this. It's not that big of a jump. But we see it as this huge obstacle because there's a broken piece, right? And it takes this leap of faith. It takes us having confidence that we will be able to make this jump. And it is also a 5, which is the third 5 that's come out. So big time change. Triple 5 vibration also. Any of you who are interested in that, you could look it up. I'm not exactly sure what it means. Actually, I'm going to pause you 1 minute. Okay, I'm back with the Doreen Virtue Angel Numbers book. So triple 5s mean huge changes are rumbling throughout your entire life. To keep these changes on the highest possible course, be sure to keep your thoughts positive and stay centered in your prayers and affirmations. So Spirit has your back, guys, while you're in this time. Maybe if you are alone, kind of making these decisions in the quiet contemplations, right, retreating. And sometimes, like I said, with this, I feel like the obstacles they're all in our heads, right? We need to move through this, and the universe and Mercury retrograde is the perfect time to make these decisions, kind of